welcome back to my channel Effective Learning. I am Shravani and in this video we will be discussing the properties of integers based on multiplication. In my last video we had discussed the properties of integers based on addition and subtraction. If you have missed the video, don't forget to watch the link in the description given below. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon down there to get notifications once I upload my next video. And write your ways in the comment box down there. So let's get started with it. So before we start with the properties of integers based on multiplication, we will first understand multiplication of integers. I'll be taking a very simple example to understand multiplication of integers. Let's say 5 into 7. When you do 5 into 7, it's very easy. You'll just multiply both these numbers and you'll get the answer 35. But what if I ask you to multiply a negative and a positive integer? Somewhat like -6 into 4. So, does this make you frightened? You need not worry because now I'm going to tell you some rules that you need to follow to make your concepts clear about multiplication of integers. They are, when you have to multiply a positive integer, with a negative integer, you'll multiply both the numbers and just put the negative sign. While when you have to multiply two positive integers, you will just multiply them and put the positive sign, like we have done in this example. And when you've got two negative integers, you'll just multiply them and put the positive sign. Now, for solving this, we will first multiply 6 into 4, which is 24. And then we know that when I have to multiply a positive and a negative integer, I need to put a negative integer. So I will be writing -24. Now, as we have understood multiplication of integers, let us move on to the properties of integers based on multiplication. In my last video, we had discussed the first property of properties of integers based on addition and subtraction. We will be seeing whether this property is applicable for multiplication also or not. The property is closure property. In closure property, we were doing nothing, but we were adding two integers and we were seeing whether the result is an integer or not. So over here, we will be multiplying two integers and we will be seeing whether the product is an integer or not. Let's take -7 into 6. So we need to do 6 into 7, which is, we can calculate it. So 6 5 is 30, 6 6 is 36, 6 7 is 42. And we know that when I've got a positive and a negative integer, I'll be putting a negative integer. So -42. Over here, we can see that when I'm multiplying a negative and a positive integer, I'm getting a negative integer as in my answer. Over here also we have seen that over here also I'm getting an integer as my answer, and we can also see this over here. So we can say that integers are closed. So we can see that integers are closed under multiplication. This is quite easy to understand if you have watched my earlier video. And if you have not, don't forget to click on the link I have given in the description. Now let us see the second property, which is the associative property. Now, remember what we used to do in associative property? We used to use the formula and then just substitute the values. So, let us say, okay, minus 7 into 6 into 10 is equal to minus 7 into 6 into 10. So here I'll be having minus 42 as discussed earlier, and then I'll be doing it into 10, while over here I'll be having minus 7 into 60. So the answer over here will be minus 420, while the answer over here will also be minus 420. So we can see that LHS is equal to RHS. So we can see that integers use associative property using multiplication as well. Now let us move on to the third property, which is the commutative property. Where we will be using A into B is equal to B into A. If multiplication are applicable in associative property, multiplication will also be applicable for commutative property, but let us just use an example. Now let us take minus 5 into 7 is equal to 7 into minus 5. So over here I've got minus 35, which is also equal to minus 35, and therefore multiplication is also applicable for commutative property. Now let us try the fourth and the last property of multiplication in integers. It is the multiplicative identity. So remember what we used to do in additive identity? We used to add the number with such an integer that we will get the number again. So in multiplicative identity, we will multiply the number with such an integer that we will get the number again in the product. So let's say 10 into A is equal to 10. Now there will be no other value of A except 1, because 1 is the only number that returns the number to the product. So we can say that 10 into 1 is equal to 10. And this is done. So the properties of integers based on multiplications is done. I know that you found it very easy. If you have, don't forget to like my channel and log on to my next video to see the properties of integers based on division. Bye for now.